Good morning everybody. Carlos here, on my way to work. What is it? It's Wednesday, that's right. I'm going to take a long run in to the bus, and then I'm going to ride in on the 26th. So you'll be hearing my recording today from San Juan Avenue, past Township Coffee, and up Arbutus Road to UVic. Actually, it's down Arbutus Road to UVic. Above zone. We survived last night, a cyclonic weather bomb, as they call it. Very strong cyclonic winds whipping in from the Pacific, which is kind of ironic because in Spanish, Pacífico means passive, and last night the Pacific was anything but passive. This would be my first bus stop option if I was taking bus first, run later. So I'm doing my long section before I get on the bus today, while I'm still fresh and pumped up from my early morning coffee and apple pie breakfast. So my glorious gala apple pie is almost finished now. I have another piece to get eaten when I get home. So I think today's episode will be called the Cyclonic Weather Bomb.
Average heart rate 131. Workout average pace 9 minutes 31 seconds per kilometer.
I'm working quite hard at the moment. It's been a climb since I left my street. Very soon I'll be cresting on San Juan, and then, as I was saying, running down Arbutus Road. I'll be posting this episode from the bus, and hopefully by the time I get to work you'll be listening to it, or you could be listening to it. Alright, time for a little more running. I'm trying out
Distance 716.2 meters. Average heart rate 118. Workout average pace 9 minutes 45 seconds.
I'm trying out a new baby glove. I found another mitten on the ground the other day. Soaking wet it was. So I put it in my pocket, brought it home, and washed it. It is blue and white. Blue at the fingertips, white at the body and thumb, and blue at the cuff. It is a mitten after all, and it's perfect size for my Sony.
Distance 869.
to know how this material acts as a windsock.
In zone.
Last night the rain and the wind were relentless, gusting up to 70 miles an hour. I'm hoping to find lots of broken branches tomorrow on my day off, so I can forage. My e-bike has proven to be very useful.
Average pace 9 minutes 13 seconds per kilometer.
Just coming up to the 1 kilometer mark. And it's what is it now? 7:44 in the morning.
Above zone.
Above zone. My friend Chie is entertaining her mother-in-law from Ontario, so she took a week off, hence my late starts the past couple of days. Yesterday and today are late starts for me.
Time 10 minutes.
I expect to be in
Distance 1.08 kilometers.
at
Average heart rate 127. Workout average pace 9 minutes 13 seconds per kilometer.
Zone 2 keeps me in around the 125 beats per minute zone, which is my comfort zone as a 73-year-old male of limited energy. Just crossing San Pedro. Thank you. I wasn't sure if the guy had seen me. There he goes. In his Ford Explorer. A little more traffic noise than you're used to hearing from me. Jim would be proud of me with all this weather reference. I think that's just about all you're getting today, other than the fact that it looks like it's going to be sunny with clouds. Hopefully the wind will die down. We were all alerted to a weather warning.
Distance 1.37 kilometers. Average heart rate 143. Workout average pace 8 minutes 43 seconds per kilometer.
The recycling people told us all to weigh down our cardboard and paper because they're not paid to pick up litter. They're paid to collect from the blue box, not from wherever the wind blew your Times columnist newspaper. I wasn't sure if I had the right day because I looked out on my street and I couldn't see any blue boxes. But that's probably because my neighbors all got the same email notification about the wind warning and didn't put their recycling out. Okay, that's the bus that I was on yesterday at this very moment. the 12. I now have about 2 kilometers to go before I reach the UVic exchange. There are 3 factors this time of the year which will decide whether I ride my various bikes to work or not. Hello. Hello. One is icy conditions. They're not quite here yet. We're hovering around the 7 degrees Celsius at the moment. The second factor that will keep me on the bus is rain. I don't really mind rain too much on my e-bike because it does have mud guards, but I'm not too keen on getting my road bike wet because it doesn't have mud guards, which will mean that I have that spray up my back from the splatter from the tires.
1.76 kilometers.
Aha.
Average heart rate 148.
I see a nice big branch here for the cutting. Let me just pause the recording while I take a photograph. Very nice branch. Nice and straight. Hello. I should be able to get through that in about maybe 30 seconds a section.
Average heart rate 131. Workout average pace 8 minutes 34 seconds per kilometer.
My bow saw
About so.
has quite an aggressive tooth setting. That piece of wood will see me through an evening of heat. And because I won't be home until around 3 o'clock, I won't really have a fire going until close to sundown at 5. We do have the baseboard heaters activated to come on from noon until 7. Should I not find any wood, at least the house will stay warm.
2.02 kilometers. Average heart rate 143. Workout average pace 8 minutes 25 seconds per kilometer.
I was calculating for 8 minutes 30 pace for this run, which should give me about a 24-minute episode today, which I can upload on my ride. I have my little dongle, my SD card reader to Lightning adapter, which means that I can send this one directly without needing to edit or even to be at home with my laptop. I was always horrified about being charged cellular fees.
Time 18 minutes. Distance 2.2 kilometers. Average heart rate 181.
That's another reason.
8 minutes 32 seconds per kilometer.
8:32. That's another good reason for not making the long episodes, because obviously when I'm on the bus I will have to activate the cellular data. But touch wood as I tap my head, I have not been charged any surcharge on any of my month's payments think I get 1 gigabyte of data included in my bill, whether I use it or not. So, being the thrifty guy that I am, I figured, well, if I'm paying for it, I might as well use it. I'm going to pause once again to take another photograph. As the car had to slow down for 2 deer to cross the street. 3 deer. There goes the buck. He's limping a little bit. So 3 deer today crossed my path and disappeared into the bushes. I kept my camera out just in case I could get a photo of them, but they eluded me in the bushes. But I will take one now of some more blowdown, the Harrow Strait, and the sun rising. Got it. Now I can put the thing away. I'll probably take 1 or 2 more photographs. Oh, hang on, there's another good one. That one's even better. Of the sun rising over San Juan Island.
Auto pause.
The lighting isn't good for Mount Baker. It's hidden behind San Juan. But that is why that street that I always start off on is called San Juan, because it leads directly to the closest shoreline facing San Juan Island, which would be Glencoe Cove. That is where a lot of smuggling happened in the Prohibition era. People running booze from Victoria to Friday Harbour. There was also a fair amount of cannabis smuggling as well before Canada and Washington State legalized the weed. But so far the run has been a lot more pleasant than I was envisioning last night as I heard the wind howling. In fact, I think I can probably safely say I will get to the bus dry. Take another walk break. I have to anticipate my walk breaks because I don't have those factors like the zone change toggled. There's another nice piece of wood. I'll save a bit of space in my pannier for a wedge-shaped piece of wood. Looked like a block of cheddar, a wedge of cheddar. Alright, I've got a crossing to do here. Arbutus Road, Infinity, is where I am now. For those following on the map. Hello. Just saying hello to a cyclist walking his bike up the hill. There was another piece of wood on this section that I saw yesterday, but the first piece would be enough to give me a full load, especially if I'm planning to pick up that wedge. I told Patrick, my boss at work, that I would be in at 9, and he said that would probably work. When I left yesterday, I heard him say to the chefs, "Okay, Carlos is going home. Any washing up, do it yourself." But knowing them, they will load the trolley as much as they possibly can and leave it for me for today. There goes the cyclist. He's now pedaling his way to Uvik. I can just about see where I'm going to be waiting for the bus.
Distance 2.83 kilometers. Average heart rate 190.
2.83, so it's going to be 3.2 kilometers by the time I'm done. The rain has started. But by the color of the sky, I don't think it's going to be too much of a rain, or too much of a downpour, I should say. If there's no clouds, there's little chance of rain. Let's face it.
Time 25 minutes. Distance 2.97 kilometers. Average heart rate 100.
Yeah. Another good reason to end my recording now is that the car noise to Jackal noise ratio is stacking up against me. More branches down here, but not as good as the first one. That first one was a real gold mine of a branch. I see a bus, but I hope it's a 39. I'm waiting for the 26. But luckily, there is a bus shelter there. There goes another bus. It is a transit hub, so there's about 7 or 8 buses that ship out from Uvik. And besides, there's no reason for me to be at work early. He would rather I stayed late. And I'm sure Rob would rather I stayed late, because Rob will inherit what I leave unfinished. I would have to be really quite unlucky now to miss the bus.
Time 27 minutes. Distance 3.20 kilometers. Average heart rate 146. Workout average pace 8 minutes 24 meters per kilometer.
Yep. I think I can see my bus up ahead. It says sorry, not in service, because he is not scheduled to pull out just yet. But I'm hoping that he activates his sign very soon and announces the fact that he will be at 26 Dockyard via Tillicum. So this is the running Jackal sitting down waiting for his bus at Uvik Central.
Time 28 minutes. Distance 3.31 kilometers. Average heart rate 148. Workout average pace 8 minutes 25 seconds per kilometer.
Alright, mission
Auto
accomplished. Bye bye.